As Nana got to the assembly ground, she felt the teachers and students looking at her curiously. She heard some whispering. Nana knew they were wondering why she left Victoria Noble Academy, a fancy private girls' school, to come to this public high school. That's her, the new girl. I heard she got kicked out of her old school. Look at her, acting all high and mighty. Nana kept her head high, trying to ignore the comments. She found a spot at the back of the assembly and stood quietly, waiting for the principal to speak. Mr. John, the principal of Ika High School, was a tall man with a stern face. He stepped onto the makeshift stage and cleared his throat loudly. "Good morning, students," he began, his voice booming across the field. "Today, we have a new addition to our school. Nana, please come forward." Nana's heart raced as she made her way to the front. She could feel hundreds of eyes on her, judging her every move. "This is Nana," Mr. John announced. "She's joining us from Victoria Noble Academy. I expect all of you to make her feel welcome." As Nana stood there, she could hear the murmurs grow louder. Victoria Noble Academy was well known, and many were wondering why she had left such a prestigious school. After the assembly, Nana headed to her new classroom. She sat at a desk in the back, hoping to avoid attention. But as students filed in, many of them stared at her openly. A girl with bright red hair plopped down in the seat next to Nana. "Hi, I'm Amaka," she said with a friendly smile. "You're the new girl, right? From that fancy school?" Nana nodded, relieved to find someone who seemed nice. "Yes, I'm Nana. It's nice to meet you." So, Amaka leaned in, her voice lowering to a whisper. "Why'd you leave your old school? Must have been something big to end up here." Nana felt her face grow hot. She opened her mouth to respond, but before she could, a boy's voice cut through the chatter of the classroom. "I bet I know why she left," he said loudly. "My cousin goes to Victoria Noble. Says there was a huge scandal about a girl who was sleeping with teachers for grades. Bet that was you, wasn't it?" The classroom fell silent. All eyes turned to Nana, waiting for her response. She felt her hands begin to shake. "That's not true," Nana said, her voice stronger than she felt. "Those were just rumors. I never did anything like that." The boy scoffed. "Sure, that's what they all say. Why else would you leave such a great school for this dump?" Amaka looked at Nana with wide eyes. "Is that true? Did you really?" Nana stood up abruptly, her chair scraping loudly against the floor. "I said it's not true," she repeated firmly. "I'm here to study and learn, just like the rest of you. What happened at my old school is in the past." Just then their class teacher walked in, ending the conversation. But Nana could still feel the stares and hear the whispers throughout the lesson. As the day went on, Nana found herself struggling to keep up with the lessons. The teaching style at Ika High School was different from what she was used to, and the resources were limited. In math class, when the teacher asked a question, Nana raised her hand to answer, just like she always had. "Ah, the new girl thinks she's smarter than all of us," a girl sitting nearby muttered. Nana slowly lowered her hand, feeling conflicted. She knew the answer, but was it worth drawing more attention to herself? During lunch break, Nana sat alone under a tree in the schoolyard. She watched as groups of friends laughed and chatted. Feeling more alone than ever, Amaka approached her, carrying a lunchbox. "Mind if I join you?" she asked. Nana nodded, grateful for the company. As they sat, Amaka spoke up. "Listen, about what that guy said in class, I'm sorry. It wasn't cool of him to spread rumors like that." Nana sighed. "Thanks. It's not true. Yes, I made some mistakes at my old school, but I never did anything that bad. I just want a fresh start." Amaka nodded thoughtfully. "You've got one here. It might not be as fancy as your old school, but Ika High isn't so bad once you get used to it." As they continued to chat, Nana felt a glimmer of hope. Maybe she could find her place here after all. Weeks passed, and Nana slowly began to adjust to life at Ika High School. She kept her head down, focused on her studies, and tried to ignore the lingering whispers and stares. One day, Mr. Sam, the English teacher, announced a writing competition. The winner, he said, his eyes scanning the classroom, will represent our school at the state-level competition. It's a big opportunity, so I expect your best work. Nana's eyes lit up. This was her chance to prove herself, to show everyone that she was more than just rumors and gossip. As soon as she got home, Nana threw herself into writing. She spent hours crafting her story, pouring all her experiences and emotions into it. When she finally finished, she felt proud of what she had created. The day of the results arrived. Mr. Sam stood in front of the class, holding a stack of papers. "I've read all your entries," he began, "and I must say I'm impressed, but one stood out above the rest. The winner is..." Nana. The classroom erupted in murmurs. Nana felt a mix of joy and anxiety as she walked to the front to receive her paper. "Excellent work, Nana," Sir Sam said, smiling. "Your story was truly exceptional." As Nana returned to her seat, she overheard a group of students whispering, "Of course she won. Probably used her old tricks to charm Mr. Sammy. Yeah, bet she didn't even write it herself. Probably got help from her rich parents." Nana felt her happiness deflate. Would she ever escape her past? Amaka, who had become Nana's closest friend, noticed her distress. "Don't listen to them," she whispered. "You won fair and square. Your story was amazing." Despite Amaka's support, Nana couldn't shake off the feeling of doubt. That night, she approached her parents. "Mom, Dad," she said hesitantly, "I won the writing competition at school." Her parents beamed with pride. "That's wonderful, Nana," her mother exclaimed. "But," Nana continued, "some students think I cheated. They don't believe I could have won on my own." Her father's face grew serious. "Nana, we know you've been working hard to turn things around. Don't let anyone make you doubt yourself." Encouraged by her parents' words, Nana decided to confront the rumors head-on. The next day at school, she approached Mr. Sam after class. "Sir," she said, her voice shaking slightly, "I heard some students saying I might have cheated in the competition. I want you to know that I didn't. I wrote that story all by myself." Mr. Sam looked at her with surprise. "Nana, I never doubted that for a moment. Your writing has a unique voice that can't be faked. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise." Feeling bolstered by Mr. Sam's words, Nana made a decision. She would prove to everyone once and for all that she was more than just a pretty face. As the state-level competition approached, Nana threw herself into preparation. She spent hours in the school library, reading and researching. Her dedication didn't go unnoticed. One afternoon, as Nana was buried in a book, she heard someone clear their throat. She looked up to see Chidi, one of the top students in her class, standing awkwardly by her table. "Oh, Nana," he said hesitantly. "I was wondering if you could help me with something. I'm struggling with the literature assignment, and I heard you're really good at it." Nana was surprised. This was the first time someone other than Amaka had approached her for help. "Sure," she said, smiling. "What part are you having trouble with?" As they worked together, Nana found herself enjoying the process of explaining and teaching. Word spread quickly, and soon, other students were seeking her help too. Amaka watched this transformation with a grin. "Look at you," she said one day. "From outcast to unofficial tutor, I told you things would get better." Finally, the day of the state competition arrived. Nana was nervous when she found out that Victoria Noble Academy was also in the final round. She would be competing against her old school. The competition was held in a big hall. There were many people watching. When it was Nana's turn, she took a deep breath and started reading her story. As she read, the room got very quiet. Everyone was listening closely. Nana's story was about a girl who made mistakes but learned from them. It was really her own story. When Nana finished, there was a moment of silence. Then everyone started clapping loudly. The judges took a long time to decide. Finally, they were ready to announce the winner. The winner of this year's state writing competition is... The head judge paused. Nana Idris from Ika High School. The Ika High School students in the audience cheered loudly. Nana couldn't believe it. She had won. As Nana went to get her trophy, she saw her old teachers and classmates from Victoria Noble Academy. This could have been Victoria Noble Academy's victory if they hadn't expelled Nana. Backstage, while Nana was calling her parents to tell them the good news, she had someone coming towards her. "Congratulations, Nana," a voice said. Nana looked up and saw Aisha walking towards her, crying. "Nana, can you ever forgive me?" Aisha said. "I'm so sorry for lying about you and telling everyone at school that you were sleeping with our male teachers." "You're sorry," Nana said angrily. "You told a lie that got me kicked out of school." "I was jealous and I let it control me," Aisha said. "Please forgive me, Nana. If you want me to forgive you, tell everyone the truth," Nana said, and then she walked away. Mr. John, who had come to watch, was smiling widely. "Well done, Nana," he said. "You've made Ika High School very proud." Back at Victoria Noble Academy, Aisha told the truth about what she had done. Miss Agatha, the principal, was shocked. "Aisha, you almost ruined that girl's future with your lie." As punishment, Aisha had to repeat her class and stay in school for 2 extra years. She would watch her classmates graduate, while she would stay back and become classmates with students younger than her. Mr. Thompson and Mr. Okafor were declared unfit to be teachers and were sacked from Victoria Noble Academy. Meanwhile, at Ika High School, things changed a lot. People stopped whispering about Nana. Instead, they asked her for help with their studies. Nana's study group got bigger and bigger. One day, Nana heard some students talking about her. "Remember when we thought she was just a rich, pretty girl?" one said. "Yeah, I feel bad about that now," another replied. "She's actually really nice and smart." Nana smiled to herself. She had finally found her place at Ika High School. At the end of the school year, Mr. John called Nana to his office. "Nana," he said, "I'm very proud of you. You've done well in your studies, and you've helped other students too. You're a great student, and Ika High School is lucky to have you." Nana felt happy, tears in her eyes. "Thank you, sir," she said. "Ika High gave me a second chance, and I'm grateful." As Nana left the office, she thought about everything that had happened. She came to Ika High, feeling alone and scared, but now she had good friends like Amaka, and she had proven that she was smart and hardworking. Nana learned that being pretty or smart wasn't enough. What mattered was how you used your talents to help others. She also learned that it's okay to make mistakes as long as you learn from them. As she joined her friends for lunch, Nana felt truly happy. She knew there would still be hard times ahead, but she was stronger now, and she had good friends to help her. Nana was no longer just a pretty girl from Victoria Noble Academy. She was Nana from Ika High School, a good student, a helpful friend, and a state writing champion, and she was proud of who she had become.